The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish now. I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soaking it. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition ain't. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the New York Jets. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready. 57, come on. Defense wins championships, man. Let's go.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quentin Williams in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This is taken at the 18. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
He's checking. Crash. The lady. Check. Shoot. Check 50.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And some space here. A big play there out of Kamara. 42 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Darnold. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Where's 52? Hey, Alpha. 52's the mic. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. No. Check that. We want Mike 52 right here. 52. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Throwing again on second down. Darnold. Throwing right, and that's complete. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, how are you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. What a great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2nd and 9 now. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Back to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
They're in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Taken right around the 44. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10.
Check, 59. Yo.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And they'll get this down to the 10. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
A 6-yard
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
Kill, turn up. 80. 59. Mike's 59. Hey, watch your leg. Kill.
This is Bell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell. His second touchdown on the season. And the Jets will extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically...
And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 52 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. They'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Quentin Williams in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Back to throw here. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Kamara. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
He goes full extension, and he's got it. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
59. Switch up, switch up. Switch up. Man, 80.
On second down now, Clements. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. On the ground, this is Kamara. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Right there, 54.
On second down, Kamara. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 33.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Check, go back. We got motion, Back up. Mike,
Here's Kamara, try to run for it. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
59. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense.
On first down, Darnold. He's got Herndon, his tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jets will extend their lead.
We know that the big guys won't get the credit, Brandon, but we also know that that touchdown belongs to them. Excellent job of clearing the way for their running back.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. Try to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On the ground, Kamara. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Hey, orbit. 59's mark. 59's.
On first down, it's Darnold. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half. A first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. They're going to look to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Here we go. 90.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Second and 15. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark in the final seconds of the first half, as they are now on the board here in the first half. So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. Something they feel is somewhat safe. They might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what
he's got it at the 15. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Looking to throw again on second down. Darnold. That's going to be caught by Samuel. A first down there on a pickup of 25. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'll look to throw here. And he rifles one incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, and it's third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll set up to throw. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Give him 32 on the play. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 16. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Check 26. Check
at the 36-yard line.
Check 59.
They'll keep it on the ground. Clements. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Here you go, young lady.
A first down throw, Darnold. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. This this defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 21. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Mike, check, 59.
Go!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
To throw again on 2nd down, Darnold. And this will be incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Safarian-Jenkins. And it's 3rd and short. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. Check 3. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Lady. 5-4. Watch the
Hey, seam 6.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Get that quarterback.
Again, Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Y'all playing the wrong football. Check 24. Lady.
Play action. It's Darnold. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Yannick Ngakoue. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
You. SOS.
Hey, Delta.
Mike, 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Silver. Check. Watch the safety creep. Big Dad. Ready. Go. Alert.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track? And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 35. They come out with one back and three tight ends. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 45. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Darnold on 1st down. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Austin Seferian-Jenkins. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quinnen Williams, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Forced out to his left. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 33. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
Eyes up, eyes up, eyes up. Ready?
On 1st and 10, Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue able to record his 5th sack of the season. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Here's Darnold. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 21. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? He's having to run.
Oh, Davis lost it. It's loose. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Clements, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll look to throw, and he's going to go down again. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. On first down, Clements. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
6 man.
They'll keep it on the ground. Clements.
I got you, boy.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Mark, 59, Mark. Check, 59. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
On third down, Clements. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
They'll run on first down. Clements looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
I know you feel that.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 14-yard line. Today's final score, Jets.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jets, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.